different. It's still messy, but yesterday I took everything out of my room and I vacuumed the room and then I put everything back in it and I rearranged everything. Not that y'all knew what it looked like beforehand, but there's like a bunch of just stuff over here. But the bed that is here used to be like over there, and like all my plushies were behind my bed, and like that was over there, and this thing that my computer's sitting on was in the corner, and that box at the back there was over by the door, and the box is like my headboard, and I have like a few things sitting on it. This was always by the door, but it was facing the other way, and it had some reusable shopping bags underneath it. But I like the layout of my room like this. I have a temporary bed. I have this mattress on the ground because one of my flatmates has bunk beds. So they have 2 mattresses. So I've been using this mattress because I wanted to get a rug before I put my bed in here, because I didn't want to have to get the rug underneath the bed once the bed was already made. Not that it wasn't like necessary that I did that, it's just like that's what I wanted to do. Isn't that stain on the wall beautiful? Yeah, I think I'm at a point I might ask the landlord if they're cool with me like painting it, because the room looks really gross. Like, it's clean, it's just like that's years of human laying beside the wall right there, and that it makes me feel gross. So this place could definitely do with a fresh coat of paint. But anyway, I'm here because I wanted to build this garment rack, which I'm gonna hang my pants and my jackets and my hoodies on. I still don't have anything in here that holds my clothes, so this is gonna be holding a lot of my clothes. I've yet to bring in any drawers, because I have 2 sets of drawers at my parents' place, and one set of drawers is like huge, like absurdly huge, and it holds a lot, but it's still like really massive for like how much it holds. And then I have another set of drawers which is significantly smaller, but it also holds a pathetic amount of clothes. So I'm yet to decide how I'm gonna store my clothes. Maybe I could do like under my bed storage, because then it's not taking up as much room. But I don't know, I've yet to figure that out. How should I'll open this with a pen. If you can hear music, it's just one of my flatmates playing musics. I have shut a couple doors. I could shut my own door to make it even quieter, but I like the airflow coming through my room. Ooh, I want to update y'all on why I haven't been posting Stardew Valley videos. Filming them is great, lots of fun, no issues there. However, uploading them to YouTube takes a really long time. I think it's because we don't have Wi-Fi and we're using data, and I don't know why using data is making it take so long, but it is. And I've tried using it on mine and on one of my flatmates. I haven't tried it on my like 3rd flatmate's phone, so like maybe I could do that. But cat, Halloween cat. But yeah, it just takes like hours. So I tend to do that like at night when I'm sleeping. And then the most recent videos that I uploaded 2 at once, and one of them was a bit longer than the other one, and the one that was longer and chronologically comes before the one that did upload. The longer one didn't upload properly. I just said there was like an upload error, and I can't do anything to change it. I just have to like re-upload it, and so I just haven't done that out of being mad at it. Beautiful, it's just one piece of paper. I don't like that there's words, I wish it was just pictures. Okay, insert the lower posts into the base rails and connect them with screw. Connect bottom bar and the base rails with longer screw. Okay. To me, honestly, that was just a bunch of words, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so these are the feet. Oh, that's cool. You can choose to put in the wheels or not. Because it comes with little wheels. Because it's like supposed to be like a portable garment rack. Okay, so yeah, it goes in like these. And then how the hell? So these are B. Okay, so we need to do these have letters on them? Because in the description they have like letters on them, but I can't tell what's meant to be what. Okay, so this is the top, this is A. Okay, one of these a C and the other one's D. Okay, these are C, these are D. So we need to place D. Is that correct? Yeah, I think so. Please go into hair. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. And to rails, connect them with screw. Okay, screw is small. Okay, so F is this little one here. But I do intend on continuing Stardew Valley videos, and I do intend on figuring out a better solution than what we've got going on right now. Because right now we don't really have a solution. It's just kind of like upload and hope that it uploads. And, you know, that's gotten us only so far, which is not very far at all. It feels like it doesn't like want to go in here. I don't want to like force it. I will just check that. Yeah, no, what I'm doing is correct. Building furniture is fun because it's just like, it's like adult Legos. Woo! There we go. Secure. Okay, and now we connect the bottom bar, which I think is this long one here. Has a sticker on it. Okay, cool. This is really embarrassing. I'm like, I cannot. Oh my goodness. There we go. I've started my journey of quitting vaping again. I say again because I've done it several times at this point. I'm hoping this time it's for good, but you know, addiction is difficult, and we all have our own process and way to deal with it. I will say nicotine has been, well, vaping in particular, specifically, has been really difficult for me to give up. Oh fuck. I haven't lined this up well enough for like the screw to fit through the holes. I'm gonna start with this side. There we go. Yeah, I've found nicotine to be the most difficult of all addictions that I've tried to quit. I decided to give up drinking almost a year and a half ago, and since then there was one time in January that I drank, and then there was one time in February that I like got drunk. And the time in January I just had literally one drink, and that was it. And then the time in February I was really going through it, so I allowed myself to get a little bit fucked up. But since then it's been just over 7 months since I've had like a drop of alcohol, which is really fucking awesome, and I'm really proud of myself. But vaping is like a whole different beast, and it's so difficult. Like with alcohol, I'll get cravings and I'll be like, damn, I feel like drinking, and like I'll want to drink, but it won't be difficult to like talk myself out of feeling that way. Whereas with vaping, it's a whole different thing. Like right now, even just talking about it, like I can feel myself like really wanting it. And honestly, it's at the point where it's quite embarrassing. Not in the sense that I am like actually genuinely super embarrassed by it, but just in the sense that it's like, wow, this thing like really has like a chokehold over me, and I am, oh no, and I am kind of at its mercy. So I want to get that in check. I have given up vaping in the past, and I was able to do that because, oops, I was able to do that because I didn't have like access to vapes, and that was like the easiest way for me, is to just like have no pods near me. If I had a vape, I would just like put it away in a drawer somewhere and just like not buy new pods for it. But this most recent time trying to quit has been really difficult because one of my best friends and people I live with vapes, so I can just like use their vape, which is, I think, what's making it trickier for me this time. I stopped for like, damn it, I think I'm still not gonna go through them. I stopped for like 4 days last week, and that was dope. And then I spent like literally hours talking my flatmate who doesn't vape into like allowing me to like go buy a pod for my vape, which obviously like I don't need their permission to do it. I think it's just a way to like take the accountability off myself and like try and put it on another person, which is fucked up. But unfortunately that's part of the ugliness of addiction. But I have been having some health issues, and I am aware that my health issues are only going to get worse by me vaping. I've been experiencing like pain in my sternum chest area, which thankfully there's nothing wrong with my heart, it seems. But I am concerned about my lungs and just my health in general, really. And I have some cervical issues going on, so that's something I'm also cautious about. I feel like I might have not done this correctly. That's okay. And so it's important to be doing everything I can to make sure I'm doing right by my health, and the way to make sure that I'm going to be okay is by not vaping. And so yeah, I want to do better. I want to be better for myself more than anything, but for those around me as well, of course. I want to live a long, happy, healthy life. And I believe the way to do that is to get rid of these unhealthy devices, which that's exactly what vaping is for me. It's a vice. It's a way to quench boredom. It's a way to engage in escapism. It's a way to feel some kind of rush, like the spinny, dizzy feeling you get in your head. Oh, god damn it. I was doing it the wrong way. It's a way to rebel in a way. Not that I'm really rebelling against anyone other than myself. Hello?
Just going to the store.
Okay.
Bye.
Safe travels.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye now.
Ciao. So that was my flatmate who vapes. And it's taking everything in me not to fucking ask her to use her vape right now. Which, like I said before, feels really fucking embarrassing, but it is an illness more than anything. Addiction is an illness. Oh goodness. Why is this wobbling like that? Okay. I think it's just like that because there's nothing sturdy between it. Oh goodness. Pardon me. And yeah, so I'm excited to be on the journey of quitting vaping again. I also hate it because every second of every day I'm just thinking about it. That's the fun thing about having a vape accessible to you, is when you think about it, you can hit it and then you can put it down and then you can continue going about your day. But when quitting, that's not really the case. And so this morning, my flatmate came into my room and she offered me her vape, which was very sweet. And I was like, no, I'm going to quit and I'm going to take quitting seriously. Let's see what it says on my sobriety app, because I have a sobriety app that helps me track my alcohol sobriety as well as nicotine. And so according to this, it's been 14 hours and 25 minutes since the last time I hit the vape, which is great progress. Not as good as the 4 days of progress was, but hey, we gotta build ourselves back up to that. And like the whole time on that, oh, my computer just locked, and I'm not sure what that was about. During the 4 days, like getting to 4 days, I was like, okay, cool, this is great. Let's just remember that for us to like keep this going, we have to like stay on the track. And like if we hop off the track, it's gonna remember like how difficult it was to get here. But then that kind of all goes out the window when you like get so fixated on the addiction and being like, no, I just want it though. I just really want it, and I want to give in, and I want to allow myself to just do that. Which sucks, but it is a process. Addiction and quitting, trying to get rid of an addiction, it's definitely not a linear thing. Fortunately for me, with other things that I've tried to give up, it's like the first 24 hours that's difficult, and then after that, it's kind of in the back of my mind, and it's like easy to let go of. But nicotine is different. I don't know. It's really different, and like I've had experiences from like many people who have been addicted to much more like controlling substances, but like nicotine was always like even more difficult for them to give up, because like other substances are like detrimental to you in the moment and long term, like longevity wise. However, with nicotine, like it's all, not all, because you can get like a sore throat, you can get pain in here, and you can get like phlegmy and shit. So there's like those consequences that are like immediate, but like a lot of the consequences are like down the line, like you can't see them, like it's deep in the future when you're like older. So I feel like that's part of it, and then also too, just like with vaping being so new and it being like really loosely regulated, and like there's so much more nicotine in a vape than there is in a cigarette, and like honestly I have no idea how many like equivalent of cigarettes like I've been vaping in vapes, like oh my goodness. So it's definitely a real process, and it's gonna be a process the whole way, and I'm sure there's gonna come a time where I'm sure a time will come where I actually don't know where I was going with that, but I feel like I might be the kind of person too that once I'm off it, I need to just stay off it and like not indulge even a little bit, because I think it might be one of those situations for me specifically that like if I give it an inch, it'll take a mile. Like if I'm like, oh, I'll just hit my friend's vape, and then it's like later in the day I'll be like buying a new pod and stuff like that. So yeah, if you're going along a similar journey with me, thank you. I'm here for you. We can help keep each other accountable. If you've been through something similar, I see you, and oh my god, I'm proud of you, because this shit is hard. And if you have no relation to anything like this, like congratulations. And I hope you take some time to just be grateful for that, because there's no way you could possibly understand how good that is, because you don't know what it's like to be connected to it. So gratitude is a beautiful thing. I love practicing gratitude like wherever I can. Okay, let's keep building. So we now connect these, and then okay, connect these next. I feel like they're the same both ways, so I wonder, I need to tilt it up a bit more so you can see more. Oh yeah. But how you guys doing? You doing good? I hope you've been enjoying the weather you've been experiencing wherever you are. We've been experiencing quite cold but quite clear weather. It's been raining here and there, but not a lot. Oh. I see it's nice and beautiful and sunny right now, which I'm loving. I love a sunny day that feels really cold. They're some of my favorite days. The screw is not wanting to go in here. There we go, now it's working. Good. Oh, I might do a timer and see how long this video takes to upload. How long is it? It's at nearly 27 minutes. So I'm guessing it's gonna take a while. Oh goodness. I hate how much I'm just thinking about vaping right now. It's so annoying. Oh, one great thing about trying to quit is you gotta stay busy. And staying busy means getting a lot of things done. So I am grateful for that. I think that's how I managed to do my room last night, although I was periodically vaping while doing that. But it is what got me started. I was like, I need to be busy, I need to stay busy. That little tree there, it's like a cherry blossom tree. It's like a tree house too, which is really cute. I built that over the last few days, so I finished doing that yesterday, and that was really helpful, I think. I'm hopefully gonna go for a walk soon with a sweet doggy, so that should be fun, and hopefully that'll take my mind off vaping. I've been telling myself I'm allowed energy drinks if I'm not vaping, which is nice. I probably won't have one today because I've had 2 coffees today. Normally I just have like 1 coffee, but today I had 2. Fucking hell. And I was talking to my therapist about quitting vaping and like how to do it and stuff. I've been meaning to call Smoke Free NZ, and I am going to call them at some point. But my therapist was just saying like you need to like find that thing that's like really gonna motivate you to stop, because I was hoping it was gonna be my health, and it was my health, and that worked for 4 days. But then I got a craving so strong that I let myself get wrapped up in that and sucked into that, and therefore went and bought a pod and started vaping again. And then I had been like over like vaping, and I had a night of insomnia because I didn't have my meds that I normally have to sleep, and that was really difficult. And then I got it like in my head that I had mouth cancer because I had like one sign of it, and then like I was going down a rabbit hole of like other symptoms and shit, and decided that that's what it was. So then I threw the pot out again, and that was great. But since then I've just been hitting my flatmates vape intermittently, which is good because I have to be more, I have to like actively go out of my way to do it. I can't just like reach for it and use it. So that's a good aspect, and it's still a good step in the right direction. It's just I want to cut it out fully. And in the past I've always wanted to like try and wean myself off it, but it's just like that's never really worked out well, because like it'll start out as me weaning off of it, and then I'll just like get out of control again, which is really frustrating and not ideal. eating helps. Eating constantly and making sure I'm fed is really helpful for staying away from the vape. Oh goodness. Hey. The hole in this pole is a bit sideways. We'll do this one first in that case. Hopefully me doing it on my bed isn't like gonna fuck up the, I don't know, she'll be right. But yeah, making sure that I'm like constantly fed, and anytime I get like a bit hungry, like just eating helps for sure, because it's when you're, in my experience, it's when I'm like not eating that I'm like, ooh, I want to vape, and like vaping is like an easy temporary solution to like feeling hunger, which is really dark and backwards and sad, but that's just what it came to at a point for me, which is another reason why I'm like, I need to stop. Uh-oh. I don't know if the screw's gonna go in like this. Uh-oh. Okay, let me unscrew this one and see. What if we do that? So it's just like a little bit. And then we start this one. There we go. Beautiful. All done. Except for putting the wheels on, but I'm not sure if I want the wheels on or not yet. I think I probably will put the wheels on just to make it easier to move around, because once it's got some weight on it, it'll be quite top heavy, I'm sure. But yay. I got a clothing rack. Oh no, my flatmate's home and she has vape. And I want vape. But it's okay, I can do it. I can withstand. I can see, my brain's just like not really working. I am in control, not the addiction. I am. Look, Bobo, made rack, Bobo.
Good job, Bobo.
Thank you, Bobo. Yay, I have clothing rack. Gonna say hello?
Hi.
Hi. Oh yeah, hi. And I have these and these to start hanging things, which I'm gonna do now. But I'm gonna go because I need to go pee and get some more water. But thanks for hanging out and keeping me company while I built this beautiful rack. I hope you're having a great day or night, depending on when you're watching this. thank you for watching this and supporting me, and I love you, and the world is a better place with you in it. Mwah, mwah.